Hey guys, in this tutorial series, I'm gonna show you the full process of creating a game-ready asset in Blender and Substance Painter. The asset we are gonna create is a Dynamite Crate. So let's start with the modeling process. First, we will delete the camera and the light in the scene. This is the cube. So we will go front view and we will resize the cube. So it's now 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters, which is too big. So first we will rescale its height to 0.4 meters, and now on x-axis let's try different measurements and see what feels good. Let's try 0.5 and 0.4. Okay, in this case I think we should increase the thickness, so let's try to increase the width and depth of the cube. Let's try 0.5 on the y-axis, and 0.5 on the y-axis looks good, I think. Let's make it 0.4 as 0.6. Okay. Okay, I think this looks good for now. Now what we are going to do is we will go in edit mode and red the top face of the cube. After that we will separate all the faces in this cube by selecting the face and pressing P and by selection. We will repeat the process for every remaining faces. Now we'll select everything and apply transforms. This looks good. Now we will go to modifiers tab, add modifier. We will add a solidify modifier. Let's keep this thickness to something like 0.1, no, 0.05. Let's keep it 0.03. We'll select everything, then select the one face which we have applied the solidify modifier on, and then we will press Ctrl N, Ctrl L and copy modifiers. Okay, now every face have thickness, but the thing is they are clipping, so to avoid that we will select these two faces, go in edit mode, select everything with A and scale it on x-axis, something like this. Okay, we will select every faces on the top, go in vertex mode, select every face and grab it on Z axis, something like this. Okay, this looks good. Now we will select everything, just Ctrl A to apply our transforms, Ctrl A, visual geometry to mesh, so every modifier is applied. Now we will select now we will separate the bottom face into planks. For that we will go in edit mode and insert some loop cuts. After that we will select the one face on the extreme left or right, and then keep pressing Ctrl plus until we have only one plank remaining, and hit delete faces. Now we will fill this edge. So the next thing we are gonna do is apply our transforms, add a modifier, and we will add an array modifier. Okay, so we will keep the offset to -1 and increase the amount unless the bottom face size matches the prop. Now we will select this face, the modifiers tab, add modifier. Before doing that, let's make handles for the crate. So what we are gonna do is we will select this face and this face, we will just delete them. Now we will select this face, add modifier, add a mirror modifier. Same thing with this add modifier, new modifier, and we will turn on X and turn off Y. Sorry, turn on Y and turn off X. Okay, now we will select these faces, press Ctrl I and H to isolate them. Now we'll go in edit mode and add a viewport over here. Now we will add a viewport in middle and press Ctrl G to bevel it. Now we will select these two faces and press insert. Something like this. We will grab it on Z axis. Now in edge mode we will select these two edges and scale it on Y axis. We will shape like this. Now we will delete these faces. Select these two edges and press F to fill. Select these edges and fill 3 times. Now we will apply our transforms and then we will select these corner edges and bevel them and increase the segments by using mouse scroll wheel, something like this. Now we will go in edge mode, select these edges which are making n-bones on the mesh and press G twice to slide them over here. We will repeat the process for all the remaining vertices in back also, something like this. Okay, we will press A and by selection. Okay, now we can hide everything. With this face selected, we will add modifier and a bevel modifier. We will increase the segments to 3 and amount to 0.05. Shade auto smooth. Okay, something like that. Now we will add bevel modifier with same setting and all the remaining things. So we select this bevel modifier, 3 segments, 0.005. Same thing over here. Bevel modifier, 3 segments, 0.005. Something like that. Alright. Okay. Now this is the low poly version of our crate, which will be used in the game engine. Now we will create high poly version of it to calculate normals to make the low poly mesh to be appear as high poly. So we will select everything, Shift D and new collection, and new collection, and name this collection as HP. We will rename this collection as LP. We will hide this, select everything in HP and press Ctrl 3. Okay, this is how our high poly mesh is gonna look like. This is our low poly mesh. Okay, let's start by modeling the dynamic sticks. So first, for making a dynamic stick, we'll add in a cylinder, rotate it on x-axis by 90 degrees and scale it. Now we scale it on Shift Y axis, something like this. This looks good. Next thing I'm gonna do is select these faces and I'm gonna poke them. Okay, now we'll select these vertices, press Ctrl plus, go to face mode, select everything, go to wireframe mode and deselect these faces. Now we will press insert, extrude, right click, scale it on Y axis, extrude, scale it on Shift Y axis, extrude, scale it on Y axis, scale it on Shift Y axis, something like this. Okay, now we will add in a loop cut over here, bevel it, extrude it, scale it on Shift Y axis, something like this. Okay, this is our low poly dynamite. So we will move it to low poly, Shift D and high poly. So we have dynamite in both low poly and high poly. In high poly, we will add in a barrel modifier, add some segments to it, press Ctrl 3. Okay, this looks good to me. Next thing I'm gonna do is make a dynamite stick out of it. We will use only single dynamite. We will texture only one dynamite stick, but still we need the shape for the outer ring. So what we are gonna do is we will make bomb shape, like we will stick some dynamites together and we will attach some ropes or fuse to it to make this shape. So what we are gonna do is we duplicate this one on Z axis. Make sure we are working in low poly. Okay, now we'll go in edit mode, press shift C, but we select this vertices in the middle, press shift C, and then we will change transform pivot point to 3D cursor. We will select this, we will press shift D, then R, then Y, then 60. Sorry, I pressed 50 R, Y, 60, and then we will press shift R. We have something like this. Now we will start making the fuse. Okay, so for that we will shift our pivot 3D cursor to over here. Let's change it back to medium point and add a curve over here. Curve in the path. We go to it on Z axis by 90 degrees. Scale it like this. Then we will move it on Y axis and give it shape of a fuse, something like this. Okay, you can play with the shape as you want. I'm gonna keep it fairly simple, something like this. Now we will again put our cursor over here, change back to 3D cursor. We will repeat the same process we did for the dynamic stick. That is shift D, Y, 60, shift D, R, Y, 60, shift R, shift R, shift R, shift R. Again, we will select everything, then press Ctrl J. We will go to the properties tab and go to the object properties, and then we will go to geometry and increase the depth, something like this. We can just put them out like this. Now we will take a cylinder, rotate it on x-axis by 90 degrees and scale it like this. We put it a bit back, scale it on y-axis, something like this. Then we will delete these faces. Go to modifiers tab, add modifier, search for shrink wrap modifier. We will select everything, press Ctrl J to combine them. We will select this thing in target and snap mode, outside surface, and we give it a little bit thickness outside, something like this. This is good. Okay, we press Ctrl A. Now we go in edit mode, extrude, and Alt S, something like this. Okay, then we can just duplicate it on y-axis, something like this. Don't worry if it looks like this, we are gonna make high poly version of it as well. Now we will select these all dynamic sticks and delete them. something like that. Right. You can just move it back, something like this. Next thing we are gonna do is next thing we are gonna do is work on these fields a bit more. We'll take another cylinder RX90, scale it, grab it on y-axis, scale it, and we will do something like this. Okay, now we just delete them, grab it on y-axis, we'll do something like this. Okay, this looks good. Now we'll add another curve right here, rotate it on the axis by 90 degrees, scale it, grab it on y, and we'll do something like this. Let's do this. I'm gonna do these two segments. Interesting shape. Okay, and give it thickness as well. Something like this. One more thing we are gonna do is let's select this edge loop, extrude it and scale it and work like this. Okay, one more thing with this we are gonna do is no. Okay, now we will select everything, we will select all the curves and right click, convert to mesh. Now in high poly, let's move all of this to low poly. In high poly we will delete this dynamite. Okay, and low poly, let's select everything, duplicate it and move it to high poly. Okay, now we will add in a parallel modifier on it. Like this. Same thing over here. Controller, pop modifiers. Press Ctrl 3. Okay. Now you can see that over here this edge is too sharp. So we select this object and in triangle, something like this. Okay, this looks good for high poly. One more thing we are gonna do is select this edge loop, extrude it, scale it 0. We will enable this as well, something like this. So this is our high poly prop. Now we will go in low poly and we will do the same thing over here, extrude it, scale it and add center. Okay, now we will start the process of unwrapping everything. So first we will select these planks, go to UV editing, press Ctrl I and H to isolate them. Okay, what we are gonna do is we can apply the barrel modifier in this one and we will make few cuts. Make a cut like this. We will make this cut over here and this cut over here and connect it like this. Okay, then we select this loop over here, this loop over here, select here, select from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Okay, controlling marksman, then A, U, and convention, something like this. Okay, then you select this, isolate it, apply the barrel modifier, make it cut like this and like this on all the sides. U convention. Select this. As we applied array modifier, we have to work only on one. So we'll apply the barrel modifier. Select an edge look like this. Select these ones and these ones. Control marks A, U, convention. Okay. Now we will start unwrapping this. Just add cut over here and here, anything over here and here. Marks in U, convention. U, minimum stretch. Okay. For the dynamic strip, we select from below like this. Make cuts over here. This like this. Make cut over here and this like this. Control A, marking A, U, conventional. Okay. And for this one, we just will cut like this, like this. Marking A, U, conventional. So we can make like this, marking A, U, convention. Okay, now for this, let's select this and like this. Control marking A, U, something like this. Then we select everything in the scene. Control A to transform. Control A to joint to mesh. Select everything. Go in edit mode. Then A, UV, angle element scale, UV, take items 0.001, rotation at select whatever, and then press OK. We have something like this. Okay. Now let's save this project. Okay. We will export this as FBX. File export FBX. Make a new folder of TNT watts. You check selected objects and rename it as TNT watts. faces are reversed. As you can see, these faces are reversed over here. Then what we are gonna do is select these faces and press Shift M. Then export this again. VX low poly. We'll do the same thing for high poly. Reverse faces. File export VX low poly. Okay, so this is it for this part of the tutorial series. In the next part, we will texture it and then we will assemble it in Blender to make it look nice. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for me, put them in comment and hope you have a nice day.